The luxury home sales market continues to post record-setting numbers, following the best ever 2020 with even stronger sales through the first quarter of 2021. But will it continue? After creeping higher for most of 2021, mortgage interest rates have been moving slightly lower since the last week of March. As we are greatly concerned that the red-hot high-end market will cool when rates permanently move higher, the slight reduction in the cost of money is promising to high-end sellers and buyers alike. But we do expect the top of the market to cool after posting a record high year in 2020. But will the cooling begin this year or next year? Will the supply of luxury homes start increasing? What should luxury homeowners expect to see in the coming months and years as the market moves forward? These are the questions that we have answered in this month's Luxury Homes Market Update. I have included a link to the list of all single-family detached homes priced at $800,000 and higher in Tallahassee. Make sure you leave a comment below telling me which one you want. Hi, I'm Joe Manausa, author of The Business of Getting Business and the creator of Manausa.com, where I've helped tens of thousands of people buy and sell homes. I would like to help you too. If you already are a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. If you're not a subscriber, please consider becoming one now. We offer the most thorough and accurate housing market reports on YouTube, plus answers to your real estate frequently asked questions, and we also provide virtual tours of some of the most beautiful homes in Tallahassee. Please remember to like this video, then hit subscribe and click the bell so that you're the most informed buyer or seller in your next real estate transaction. The first graph in today's video was created from first quarter home sales in Tallahassee each year, beginning in 2003 and ending in 2021. It ranks each home price segment from 1 to 19 based upon how well 2021 has performed, with a rank of 1 if 2021 had the most home sales, down to 19 if 2021 had the fewest number of homes sold of all 19 years. It's important to understand that each price segment includes all home sales from that list price and higher, all the way to the most expensive home sold in 2021. So the easiest way to read this graph is from bottom up. 2021 has continued the hot run on all homes, including the very top of the market. Here we see this year is ranked number 1 for all homes priced over $200,000. That's more than 60% of all homes sold. Of course, the lower price points would be ranked number 1 too if there were more homes available within the lower price ranges. The takeaway from this graph is that everything in the market is hot right now, even luxury homes. Our next graph zooms in on the top 1% of the Tallahassee real estate market. This graph provides a great perspective on just how tiny 1% of home sales really are. The dashed box highlights luxury home sales, and there have been 14 so far in 2021. I find this very helpful as it shows just how few homes are sold in this top 1%. It's one thing to hear the number, but seeing it against all home sales really makes it clear. There have been just 14 homes sold for more than $900,000, and that's more than 1% of the 1,013 homes sold in the first quarter of 2021. When we drill down to examine the top 3% of the market, we see a dominating performance by high-end homes thus far in 2021. In this graph, we displayed the first quarter home sales for each of the past 3 years. The red bars measure sales in 2021, and we can see that homes priced above $700,000 represent the top 3% of all home sales by price. 2021 is well out in front of the past 2 years for homes priced above $700,000, up a whopping 56% this year. At this point, I think it's safe to say that there is no sign of cooling off for luxury home sales. This graph tracks the funding of all luxury home sales from 2003 through March of 2021. It shows the percentage of luxury home buyers financing their purchases. One important observation is that even as mortgage interest rates kept setting new record lows in 2020, we observed a rise in the number of people paying cash for a luxury home. The solid green line shows the percentage of people who finance their luxury home purchases each year. With relatively few sales in the top 1%, it's not surprising that the results bounce around from year to year. The red arrow shows that nearly 3/4 of all home buyers who purchased from $900,000 and higher financed their home thus far in 2021. Why does this matter? Well, if the buyers who plan to finance luxury homes can no longer afford to do so because of rising mortgage interest rates, then we'll see a serious cooling off of the luxury homes market. How would this year look if the majority of the 3/4 of all luxury home buyers went away? I suspect that will be pretty much the case when mortgage interest rates move up another % or so. With rates still very low, this remains the best market conditions ever for selling a luxury home in Tallahassee. Buyers are out shopping, both those with cash and those who are financing the sale. Take advantage of these conditions and get your luxury home sold before market conditions shift in the other direction. The next two graphs required a ton of work and were not assembled with an automated MLS report. We had to scrub a lot of duplicate entries in order to find out how long it has been taking to sell luxury homes in Tallahassee, and I can tell you, it's a lot longer than what those automated MLS reports show. In this graph, all luxury home sales are segmented into two groups each year. The green group includes all luxury home sales where the homes were sold by the first broker each seller hired to sell the home. The black group shows those that sold with a subsequent real estate company. The first thing to note is that luxury homeowners that successfully sold were on the market a lot longer than what our unaudited realtor reports would show. The MLS allows its users to manipulate listings to always appear fresh, but the reality is that many have been listed numerous times. To give you an idea of how significant this is, the MLS tells me that the average time on the market for the luxury homes that sold was 77 days. Yet our work reveals it was closer to 390 days. So not 2 months, but more like 13 months. Sellers who successfully sold in 2020 with their first real estate agent took more than a year to sell, while those that sold with a second or later agent took just a little less time. And this is a rare result. In fact, 2020 is the only year where sellers took longer with the first agent than they did with the second group. When we look to 2021, the only luxury homes that sold were ones where the first agent sold it, as all the stale luxury home listings remain unsold. If you are planning on selling a luxury home, make the effort to choose the right agent who can provide an accurate valuation of your home and get you sold for top dollar. It does not take a year or more to sell a luxury home in Tallahassee. When we compare final sales prices to initial asking prices, we can see that luxury home sellers are not getting what the listing agent recommended when the marketing began. Consider this a cautionary note. Don't let the highest bid on your home come from your listing agent. Talk to several before you hire an agent so that you can have confidence in your selection. As with the previous graph, this graph shows fresh listings in green, homes listed with a first listing agent, and stale listings in black, those listed with a second or later agent. In 2020, luxury home sellers who sold with their first agent received 97% of their initial asking price after 13 months on the market, while those listed with a second or later agent only received 88% of their initial asking price. This year, luxury home sellers have received 86% of their initial asking price in just over 6 months of market time. Again, no stale luxury home listings have sold thus far in 2021. If you want to sell a luxury home, make sure you choose the agent that spends the marketing dollars necessary to attract all potential buyers to your home. As you can tell from this graph, it does matter. After seeing a record-setting number of cash buyers in the luxury homes market in 2020, I'm expecting that we'll see fewer cash buyers this year. This means the luxury homes market will rely heavily on buyers who are financing their purchases. And that's why mortgage interest rates are so important at this top end of the market. Fortunately for luxury home sellers, mortgage rates today are about 1/5% lower than they were on this date last year. But as the year progresses, we'll see rates, even if they do not move higher, surpass the historic lows attained last year. If you have a luxury home to sell, call us immediately. We can help you determine the best asking price for your home, pre-market it to all current luxury home buyers, and help you get top dollar for your home before the luxury homes market returns to normal. If you would like to see a list of all luxury home sales in Tallahassee going back to 1991, you can find it at the end of the blog report located at the link below the video. If you would like to see more videos about current housing market conditions, I've assembled a great playlist that you can view by clicking on the box on the top left corner of your screen. For a playlist of top tips for home sellers, just click on the box below it. Please remember to like this video, check out the links below it, and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss anything.